Welcome back, White here. Today we are going to build a firework particle system in Unity. Nothing crazy, nothing over-engineered, just a clean setup that looks good and is easy to tweak. We'll start by setting up the scene, then build the rocket and finally create the explosion with some glow and color. First, let's set the mood. Fireworks only work if the background is right, so we are going for a darker night sky. Lowering the exposure and atmosphere gives us that night feel, while keeping a bit of color so the sky isn't completely black. Now let's move on to the firework itself. We'll start with the rocket, the particle that shoots up into the air. The idea here is simple: fast movement, a short lifetime and just enough gravity to keep it feeling natural. Even small changes to speed or lifetime can completely change the feel, so don't be afraid to tweak values as you go. Fireworks are one of those effects where feel matters more than exact numbers. Next, we add a tray that follows the rocket. This part doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to sell the motion. Adding a bit of noise helps break up the tray so it feels more organic and less like a straight line. It's a small detail, but it makes a big visual difference. Now comes the fun part, the explosion. When the rocket reaches the end of its lifetime, we trigger a burst of particles. This is where the firework actually happens. Here we want quick motion and short lifetimes, so the explosion feels sharp and energetic, not slow and floaty. Fading the particles out helps everything disappear smoothly instead of popping off screen. To push the effect further, we layer trays onto the explosion itself. This gives us the classic firework look, where sparks spread out and slowly fade away. Shrinking the particles over time and adding a bit of rotation helps keep the explosion dynamic, even though it's on the screen for a second. Now let's talk about color and glow. Using a simple unlit particle material with HDR color lets the fireworks really stand out against the dark sky. We are not aiming for realism here, just something that looks good. Randomizing between different color gradients make every explosion feel a little unique, even though it's all coming from the same system. This is a great trick if you plan to reuse it multiple times in the scene. Finally, if the fireworks still feel a bit flat, adding some bloom in the post-processing can really bring everything together. A little goes a long way, so don't overdo it. And that's it. You now have a complete firework particle system: rocket, trail, explosion and glow. From here, experiment with values, duplicate the system and stack multiple fireworks to build bigger scenes. Have fun with it and I will see you in the next one.